went down on top. Hello friends, thanks for clicking. I'm the Pink Veggie. If you're into health, fitness and looking your best, please subscribe for weekly videos. So if you've watched my last couple of videos, you'll know that we've just moved town and we're actually living near an Aldi now. So that's pretty exciting because I've seen a lot of people on different Facebook groups talking about what products they get at Aldi for their macro counting for their high protein snacks. So if you're late to the ballpark like I am, I'm going to go through a few that I've got and give you my opinion on them. 3 different yogurts, a drink, and 3 different protein bars. So here we go. So first up I have to say I was surprised because they did have 2 things that I usually get at Coles and Woolies that they did have at Aldi. I don't know if they're a regular item, if they stock them all the time or if it was just like a one-off thing, but they did have these. The Wicked Sister High Protein Puddings. These are so yummy. They are really, really nice. And the macros on these are really good, of course. There are 3 flavours. This is the chocolate flavour. There was only chocolate at Aldi, but they usually come in 3. There's a banana, a rice pudding, and a chocolate. I usually get banana because when I get the chocolate, my little girl steals them. She's not that keen on the banana, so I still like it, so I get the banana. And the rice pudding is nice, but it's just a bit higher in carbs because of the rice content, that's all. But it's still okay. They were cheaper, so these, when they first came out, they were pretty expensive, but I think at Coles now they're around $2.40, and at Aldi they were $2 each. And yes, I have eaten this one already. I just kept the tub in the fridge to show you on camera what they look like in case you're looking. And they also had the YoPro sachets. They only had them in the mango flavour, but I was really surprised to find them too. At Aldi's they were $2 and they're usually $2.40 at Woolies. So you can, if you do stock up, you can save quite a bit of money. So your protein boost onset. I'm guessing, because they have the onset bars, I'm guessing that's Aldi's protein brand range. So these were $3.49 for the. I usually get the Musashi ones at Woolies. They range from about $4 to $4.50. So you're saving about 50 cents to $1 getting these, which is quite a good saving if they're any good. So for your total serving, it is 212 calories, 30 grams of protein, 3.8 fat, and 13.9 carbs. So that's okay. The carbs are a little bit high, but 30 grams of protein in 212 calories, that's pretty good by my books. That is really good. That is just as good as the Musashi's. I will definitely go back and stock up on these. And now I've got the yogurts. I've got 3 flavours. I'll only try one on camera. Which one should I try? Strawberry? Vanilla? Salted caramel. I feel like vanilla's a good safe one. Vanilla's like something that's available in everything. I think it's a good level playing field to try vanilla. So the macros on this one is 93 calories for the tub, 15 grams of protein, next to no fat, only half a gram of fat, and 6.6 carbs. So with dairy products like this, when it's got no added sugar and it's still got 6.6 carbs, it's probably just part of the naturally occurring carbohydrates that are in the dairy product. Because milk is sweet, that is the natural sugars in the milk. And I'd say that's what this is here. So you probably couldn't get any less than 6.6. Sometimes with protein yogurts it gets a bit of a grainy taste, but this is actually really nice. Try the salted caramel. I know YoPro does a salted caramel, which is not that great. I think that one is actually better than the YoPro salted caramel. So the yogurt tubs are $1.99. Next up, I'll try the onset bars. So these are $2.99. $3 for a protein bar with around 20 grams of protein. That's pretty good. The ones at Woolies and Coles are usually, they start, the cheaper ones are $3 up to like, I don't know, $4.50. So it's not super cheap, but it is pretty, it's pretty reasonable. And I've got the chocolate coconut and chocolate caramel. So I have been caught in the past too, if you're buying protein products, sometimes you'll check one, that the macros are okay, and the next time you go back to buy, you'll think, oh, that's a safe thing to buy, and you buy a different flavour, and the macros on the different flavour are completely different. I've done that myself with the carb killer. The apple crumble flavour was not worth the calories, because I tried the other two, the white chocolate and something else, and then I tried the apple crumble without even looking at the macros, and then I went to enter it into my app, and I'm like, holy shit, that was not worth it. I would have just had a Mars bar. So for these two flavours, the macros are pretty similar, a little bit more protein in this one, but I'm going to try this one. It's 17.9 protein, 6.7 fat, 1.6 carbs. A little pro tip I have found in coconut flavoured things, usually coconut flavoured things have a little bit more fat because of the coconut. Coconut is a high in fat product. So this does have a little bit more fat. Overall, it's probably not going to make a difference, but if you are being very, very strict, then that's probably something to watch out for as well. It smells like Bounty. Tastes like a Bounty. I am very, very super impressed with that. Very impressed. There's no artificial taste that I can taste. At least I'm very impressed with that. A lot of people don't like protein bars or things that are low in carbs because of the overwhelming fake sweetener taste. I cannot taste that in this. It tastes just like a Bounty bar. The texture in the middle is a bit different because it's not 100% coconut, but the taste I think is very much like a Bounty bar. And yeah, it's sweet but not overwhelming. There's no aftertaste. There's no artificial sweetener taste. It's really good, the coconut one. I wasn't going to try this one because that one was so yummy. I'm going to try it now. Caramel chocolate. That one tastes very much like a Snickers without peanuts. There's no strong taste. It's not overpoweringly sweet. There's no artificial aftertaste. There is a little bit of an aftertaste. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's artificial sweeteners. I think it's just the caramel component that has the aftertaste. But that's a really nice flavour. It's definitely not overpowering. Sometimes protein bars are hard to eat. They're just very, I don't know, they're just very hard to eat and get through. These ones would not be. They are very soft and squishy and delicious. And I think if you gave these two to someone and didn't tell them it was a protein bar, they would not know. 100%, they wouldn't know. So then I've got the Slim and Trim chocolate coated protein bar. I find the different packaging very amusing sometimes. You've got this, it's like black, means business, serious. This is white, it's nice. More to the female market. Gym rat. Stay at home, mummy. Gym rat. Stay at home, mummy. He just wants to lose 5 kilos. I just find marketing on things very peculiar. Even the name, slim and trim. Cool. So this one was, what is this one? 240, 249. So that's pretty good for a protein bar. 17.7 protein, 8.4 grams of fat, and 12.8 grams carbs. So you can see, even though this one is aimed at being slim and trim, it's got more calories than this one. Does that make sense to you? No. That's why you always read the labels. Slim and trim, more calories than this one. Not by much, but it does. And I find that in the protein powders as well. The ones that are aimed at the girly, slim, fluffing around sort of protein powders. The ones that say slim and trim or replace meals, they've got more calories than a straight protein powder, which I find just hilarious. They think that chicks aren't going to realise and just buy the normal protein powder. They're just going to go for the pretty packaging. I'm going to do my next video on how to choose a protein powder, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about there. Anyway, I've had enough of fluffing on. Let's try this. Far out. It's a bit hard. Some went down the top. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Definitely not. It's got a funny proteiny taste to it, and it's got a funny aftertaste to it. Yeah. The texture, I'm not a fan of that. It's very dense, hard to chew. Yeah, not a fan of the texture, and the taste is not even that great. So, won't be buying that again. And these little ones, so cute. These were $1.50 each. And what flavours did I get? Coconut flavour again. And caramel flavour again. You can see what I like in the flavours. What does Cassandra Bankson says? Turn and learn. You always have to read the labels. 10 point something grams of protein in each of them. Basically 2 grams of fat in each of them. And 2.9 grams of carbs. Well, yeah, anyway, let's try them. Caramel flavour. Looks like a Tim Tam. But basically, it's got the same calories as a Tim Tam. A Tim Tam is about 90, 98 calories. These are about 100. It's about the same size as a Tim Tam, but you get 10 grams of protein. Not as nice as the caramel in this one. It's got a bit of a funny protein taste, and it does have a bit of an aftertaste. The texture, this one's more of a gooey centre. This one's more solid. It is soft. It's not like this brick. It is soft. It is chewy, but it's not gooey like this one. I just prefer this texture more. And it's got a little bit of a funny taste, so I probably would just buy this one again if I wanted a caramel chocolate bar. Same thing. What was this one? Coconut. I have to say, they look exactly the same. Not a very strong coconut flavour in that one. Not a very strong coconut flavour at all. You can taste it, but it's only just there. It's got that same very mild protein taste, and it's got a very mild aftertaste as well. So these ones are $1.50 each. These ones are $3 each. If you want a little snack to take on the road, to me, I'd probably get one of these and cut it in half, because you're looking at about the same. Same macros, same price, same calories. If you cut one of these in half and had 2 in one day instead of one big one. Because the taste on these ones is a lot better than these ones, in my opinion. Definitely worth looking around, trying things out, seeing what you like. I've given you my opinion. You go have a look always turn and read. So no, I didn't just change my clothes. It's actually the next day, because when I was editing, I remembered that I totally forgot this. I got their low-calorie ice cream. Now, I'm not going to say it's a protein ice cream. It does say on there, source of protein, but it's not a protein ice cream, it's just a low-calorie ice cream. I'm not a big aficionado of low-calorie ice creams. I've bought a couple, but some people are really into them. I will give you my opinion of it, but it's probably not as good as other people's opinions because I haven't tried as many. So also when I'm looking at the calories on stuff like this, I always look at per 100. The other stuff in this video, for like the yogurt tubs and the protein bars, what I was saying was the macros and the calories per serving. So if it's one serving, if it's a pre-packaged one serving like a protein bar or a Total yogurt, I always go by per serving when I'm in the shop looking. But if it's something like this, you're always looking at per 100, because who knows how much you're going to eat out of there. You could eat half a serving, you could eat 2 servings, you could eat 80 grams, you could eat 220 grams. So when you're logging this stuff into your macros app, if you do that, it's always per gram. So this one, per 100 grams it's only 7.2 grams protein per 100 grams. So that's pretty low. That's why I'm not saying it's a protein ice cream. There are protein ice creams out there, but this isn't one. 3.4 grams of fat and 11.6 grams of carbs. That's still pretty good for an ice cream. That's really good for an ice cream. 11.6 grams of carb per 100. So I got the salted caramel flavour. There was a few different flavours. Just having a quick look at the ingredients though. The first ingredient is milk. My stomach doesn't love milk, but sometimes I just have to treat myself. And after that it's water, and after that, so only the third ingredient down is that erythritol, that is the sugar alcohol that my stomach doesn't love. So with the milk and sugar alcohol combined as in the top 3 ingredients, I'm not sure how wonderful my stomach is going to feel after eating some of this. I might just have to keep it in the small servings, or just let my daughter get into it like she's been trying to. So we'll crack it open and give it a try. It's okay. It's not the creamiest ice cream I've ever had. It is low in fat, so that's probably why it's not the creamiest. There is another one that I've bought, which is quite expensive, which I do really like, and it's not as good as that. But I would buy this again. For the price and for the calories, I would buy this again. Again, it's not as good as that other one. I will try to look it up and put a picture of what I'm talking about, but this is okay. They're always quite expensive, these low calorie or protein ice creams. So at least this is a cheaper option if you do want to indulge. It's not a strong caramel flavour. It's not very, very sweet. It's not very, very creamy. It's not too hard and watery. I would buy it again. There you go. I can't rave about it, but I would buy it again if I was in Aldi next time. I hope you found this useful. If you liked it, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.